This may come as a shock, but today you are actually going to get something, and you didn't know this.
Okay, that was a little surprising. Caught me off guard. Thank you.
Great reaction. And welcome. My name is Bubba Gaddert, the Executive Director for the Varsity Esports Foundation. We're on today with a very exciting guest. He is also an intern for us here at the Varsity Esports Foundation, but really he's an amazing esports professional in our industry. I wanted to introduce you guys to Mark Ford. Mark, can you say hi?
Hi, everyone. Nice to meet you, and thank you, Bubba, for having me on.
Yeah, Mark, I've been really impressed with what's been happening over the last year since you've been here. You've been leading our other interns with other events and just challenging the status quo to help push us a little bit more and help us reach more students. Can you tell me a little bit about yourself, where you're from, your history?
For me, I started back in the esports industry in 2013 while I was in college. I founded the MVCC esports program. I pioneered the collegiate program there, and that was my first start. From there, I have dabbled into the food and beverage industry, customer service, project management, social media relations, and I have always found my passion towards esports. And currently, I am looking to go full-time into the esports scene because that's where my passion's at.
So Mark, tell me about your career goals. What do you want to do maybe in the industry of esports or other industries, other fields? What are your aspirations?
My focus is to develop my skills in project management and in particular working with social media influencers to develop marketing and social media campaigns to register a certain goal. If it's to raise brand awareness, to drive revenue for a product or service, do crisis management for PR, or just to open and bridge esports with a new company. And that is where I found passion towards. What I usually enjoy doing is trying to leave a social impact with it. If it helps collegiate students, a social cause, and find a way that we all win. I'm working towards building myself up to work in the esports organization like Evil Geniuses, a lifestyle brand like FaZe Clan, and that is my next target.
So tell me, what kind of coworker and manager are you? Because I've seen you in different ways, working with employees, interns, and as a manager. What makes you different from others?
I have been through a lot in myself with my past and what I've been grown to, and I have really focused on the people. I've always focused on my people, my team. I've always been proactive, finding little ways to help them. And even if they're doing well, I see how they're doing emotionally. I pay attention to if they have kids, ask them how they're doing. I'm really human-centric focused. I want to get to know who they are. And not just my team, but like whoever I work with. We branch out with different organizations. I don't look at them as like a business partner or a partnership. I want to get to know who they are as a friend. And for me as a team member, I just focus on being the best friend as possible and support them because I believe that what leads to best results, and it starts with the communication between us. If we succeed at that, we can achieve a lot of good things.
I'd love to hear about kind of your leadership with a previous event you helped really manage. You were project manager for our Among Us event we did with some influencers and some pro esport players and some students. Can you talk a little bit about that process and what were some wins for you?
For the Among Us event, I had a very clear goal. When I looked at the Among Us event and what our goal was for the adopted school, I knew I needed to be very intentional and very mindful. I looked to be very authentic with who we were working with. So instead of just choosing random individuals, because the school we were funding for was in Texas, I believe like players from Envy would have been great to work with, looking for streamers who are from Texas or live, such as Kev Jumba, Masuma, and to really build a authentic relationship because I feel like they had a reason to be there and it creates a nice environment. And that was one of the biggest wins is because we were choosing people who had a reason to care for it and we brought the best out of them. And some of the other wins in the process was being very intentional with the way we market the event. We look to provide value to the community. That's why when I reached out to a streamer such as Cyber Hero, I was looking to see, does he interact with his community? I was scouting him for a whole week. I looked to help communicate with people on comments. What did people say about him? What was his value system? I watched him for a few streams, monitor his behavior because I was not looking for the best people. I was looking for the right people. And that is a philosophy I live by. I believe you don't need the highest following, highest influencer. I believe you just need to find the right people people. And of course, I test that with the Among Us event, and the person who raised the most funds was Cyberhero and his community, which raised 500 of the 2,000, which is more than other influencers from the pro players. And Kev Jumbo, who has over a million followers, is always about the people and what they stand for and what they do. And that was my biggest win, because for me, it gave me a lot of confidence, because it showed the way I look at things can work. And it was great for me for that win. And it was great to see I was able to mentor that and coach the team to follow that philosophy. And we all were able to resonate that. And we all had a great event. And the environment of all these random strangers coming together, it felt like we were watching a group of friends. So that was the biggest win of all.
So, Mark, you've been an intern for us for almost a year now, and you've helped put on some amazing events. You're an esport professional. You have aspirations and goals to work in esports. Actually, instead of a question I have for you, I actually want to tell you something. This may come as a shock, but today you are actually going to get something, and you didn't know this. So today we are at the Varsity Esports Foundation. We are awarding you the Esports Professional of the Month award for January of 2021. It was all a ploy to get you on here. You thought you were doing some sort of interview for something, which you are. This is going to be good content, but you actually are winning an award today for Esports Professional of the Month for January 21.
Okay, that was a little surprising. Caught me off guard.
So yeah, Mark, you are our Esports Professional of the Month, our first one ever for January 2021. And we're going to look for more professionals over the next 11 months and try to find those who fit this category. We also have other ones that we're going to be giving away as honorees for each month. And so after a month is over, we'll either have nominations or we'll notice people. Yeah, but this video will be content that I hope you can share.
Thank you.
Great reaction. Now with this award and this honor, what is something you think you could now accomplish with a title like this?
I'm grateful to have the title and the reward, but there was something I was telling my friend Dominic recently, is I always, whenever I do good things or where I achieve great things, I always cut my ego down and I never go beyond that. I keep myself cool-headed because I always know there's room for me to grow, and I never let it make myself big-headed. Whenever I make great progress, I look at like, okay, there's so much more I can do, so much I can do better, and it keeps me level-headed and also keeps my drive to grow more and more. There's more I want to achieve, and just this is the starting point.
I couldn't agree more, Mark. You're a very humble person. You are very intentional. You also enjoy feedback and criticism. There's not a lot of criticism with you other than like you just want to get better. Like you take it and you use it, and that is your fuel. So I appreciate that. You've helped me grow as an individual. Even though I'm leading you, you're leading me, and I appreciate that. So thanks for what you do. I'm excited that you are our first honoree of the month for Esports Professional of 2021. Anything you else want to say to your new fans?
Look out and support me. I'm going to be doing some nice big things in the next year for the esports industry, and I'm looking forward to get my name more out there because there's a lot I want to achieve.
Thanks for coming, guys. We'll catch you next time. See ya.
Bye.
I hope you didn't think I was giving you a job, because that's what I was thinking. Like, oh man, this would be bad if he takes this.
Yeah, that's actually what I thought. That's what I thought, and I really had to control my face on that.
And then you were let down. I'm getting a piece of paper.